Sometimes happiness is hard to describe, but when you see it, you know it.
Happiness, again, is going to change and evolve as our day changes and evolves, and as our lifestyle changes and evolves.
Pamela Gail Johnson used to work in the self-help field and noticed the surveys they were giving people had more negative adjectives than positive ones.
Basically, I was kind of, like I said, wondering where were the happy people. So for kicks, I was like, I bet they have their own club and they don't tell anybody about it.
So with the intention of writing a funny essay, she created the secret society of happy people.
Well, the main purpose of the society is to encourage people just to talk more about happiness when they happen to be happy. And 20 years later, we're still here.
And according to Johnson, the free membership society might just be the worst kept secret.
So we created the first Admit You're Happy Day. That was August 8th. That was actually the day we got in the mail our first membership from one of my non-family and friend members. And so I thought, how do we make it official? And the only thing I could think of is let's send for proclamations from the governors.
So multiple state proclamations later, and in recognition for August as Happiness Happens Month on the AP calendar, Johnson says in 20 years she just keeps learning more about what it actually means to be happy.
If you want more happiness in your life, the easiest way is to broaden your definition of it. And that's why we did create the 31 types of happiness. Think of how you view happiness and see if you can view it in a slightly different way, and you'll probably discover you have more happy moments than you think you do.
She invites others to be happy with her by sharing 2 other important pieces of advice.
With social media and all types of social media, or even the news, or wherever you get your information about how other people live, you need to not compare yourself to that, because that's just a slice of their day. It's just a moment of their time. The most important is, to some degree, it's going to be what is our response when something unhappy happens. So does that make us bitter or better? So I think when unhappiness happens, our future happiness is somewhat in proportion to how we respond to that unhappy moment.
So while all moments may not be happy, the goal is to appreciate and recognize the good ones that put a smile on your face. And that's exactly what she's doing on her Happiness Unites tour, which she kicked off last summer. The goal is to hit 100 events or activities across the country to spread her message and raise awareness of the different types of happiness that you can experience. So far, she's at 30 and invites everyone to join her, especially for the events in August celebrating Happiness Happens Month. For Real News, I'm Sarah Strackhouse.